My respect for Kylie Jenner and Kylie Cosmetics is literally insane. This may seem like it's not a big deal to a lot of people, but to me, girl, it is. Your girl here has been looking for this, for like the perfect eyeshadow palette literally for like 7 months. I kid you not. And like, I'll tell you why. Literally, that thing has like thousands of palettes. I spent so much money on expensive palettes. I had to go out of my way and get a palette just for neutrals. Literally just for neutrals. These are like my most used ones, and just for metallics because I can't find the perfect eyeshadow palette. And finally, the day has come that Kylie Cosmetics has a palette that is perfect. Besides the fact that it has like the perfect colors, there's not any unnecessary shades that are just there that you're never going to use. I will literally use all of these neutrals. The shimmers, look at this. This has been all day on, and look at my eyes. The quality of the shadows itself is so good. They blend amazingly. And the fact that it's like affordable and it's decent. And the fact that the size is so practical, it's not heavy, and it's just affordable.
This is the most beautiful eyeshadow palette that I've ever seen. This is a new classic matte palette from Kylie Cosmetics. Let's do an eye look. Starting off with the shade Natural in the crease just for a little bit of a transition. Now we're going to build up that transition shade with the shade Nude. These just blend out like an absolute dream. There is a little bit of powder in the pan, but nothing that I'm concerned about. Gonna mix the shade Cedar and the shade Chocolate and put that in the outer corner for some depth. Look at how pigmented. The blend is super seamless, of course. Taking what's left on the brush on the lower lash line. Taking a little bit of base in the inner corner just to brighten everything. Oh my gosh, that did what it needed to do. Let's smoke out this shade Umber on the lash line. And taking some of that on the lower lash line closest to the lower lashes. Okay, this really made my brown eyes pop. Let me finish the makeup look. And here is the final look. I'm obsessed with this look. First of all, it turned out so beautifully, but this formula is so nice. Pretty much anything that you need in here is in here. I love it. What do you guys think?
Make sure you go to part 1 so you can see how I got to this point, but let's get started on doing more of the look. So far, guys, this palette is literally blending like a dream. I am obsessed already. Okay, in the photo, it seems like they've taken the shade Brunette, which is this beautiful brown shade. So I'm going to take it on a pencil brush, and we're going to do the same thing where we're going to just tap it on the outer parts of the eye. So right on the outer corner of the eyelid, but we're not going to blend it out. We're just literally going to really focus it in the middle because we're going to take a different shade to do that. Then I'm going to get a little bit more on my brush and then just right here, which is basically right where the tear duct kind of ends, but just a little bit on the lid. And that's just going to keep it really nice and rich. Okay, we're now going to take the shade, Take Notes. And this is like a really pretty auburn shade, but we're going to take it on a flat brush. So just so you can see. And we're just going to kind of start to diffuse these colors together. Just light tapping motions. And instead of bringing it out, we're just going to kind of like bring it up. So it's kind of like a circle motion, what it kind of look like in the photo. And just continue doing that on the other side. But I know it looks a bit crazy, but trust the process. Okay, we're now going to take the shade Mocha Latte, which is this beautiful warm auburn shade, on a fluffier brush. And now the magic starts to happen. And in circular motions, we're going to blend those two colors together. And again, doing a circle motion up, not bringing it out like this. So take your time with this to really ensure the colors really blend in nicely together. And I'm just going to continue doing this until it's the exact same thing in the inner corner. Now with the remaining color of Brunette on your brush, you're just going to now lightly tap and swipe and kind of just blend it all in, but pushing it inwards to the lid instead of outwards. And that's just going to ensure everything's blended, there's no harsh lines. And then we're going to move on to the shimmer. Now I feel like in the photo they've definitely mixed these two shades in, I think. So I'm going to mix those two shades together. So that is She's Golden and Bronzed Up. but definitely a bit more bronzed up so we can get that real nice glitter. And now we just enter. Wow. Okay, this is definitely like the photo. Okay, this is looking so stunning. I wanted to make sure I kind of blended it a little bit over these colors as well, because that's what it looks.
Got the Kylie Cosmetics Smoky Palette. These are all the beautiful cool tone shades that we will be playing with today. Putting 4C as a base on the lids. Just pressing that into the lid, notice that it does have a nice cool undertone to go with all the cool tones for the shadow. Shade Fog on the crease. Using shade Muse for more depth. Using shade Coal for a nice gradient eyeshadow liner look. And then diffusing this out. And then building with shade Ash. And applying my liner. Going back in with shade Ash. Shade Mist on the lid. Tightlining the waterlines. Taking my concealer and cleaning up the eyeshadow. Finishing out this cool toned eye look with some mascara. I absolutely love how this turned out. This is the finished look, and I love the cool tones in the palette.
ColourPop sent me their new Set in Stone palette, and it is gorgeous. I have to do an eye look with it. It is a neutral dream. Look at this. I already swatched them and stuff, but I haven't put them on the eyes, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm in the middle of filming a whole entire look, but I got inspired by a Kylie Jenner look, so that's what we're gonna do while testing it. We're gonna probably use these three, mix these two, and use this one. So we're going to use a majority of the palette so we could get a feel of how it works. Starting off with the transition shade, we're going to go in here all over the crease. I am just taking this shade right here and just deepening the outer corner a little bit and slowly smoking it out. We need to really just blow it out, but these are blending so beautifully and easily. Now I'm just mixing these two shades to create like a really pretty coppery lid, and I'm just going to put it here and kind of end it past the middle point, but not too much. Shimmers look beautiful. I did decide to wet my brush last second and I really like it. So now I'm going to mix these two and create like a little bit of a wing but smoke it out a lot. So I just smoked it out on the outer corner and it looks so good, and I just took the excess of that and put it underneath my lash line. And I think I'm going to mix these two shades just for the inner corner just to soften it so it's not like super sparkly. Just taking that matte bone color and highlighting the brows. I just took this one, and these eyeshadows are so freaking beautiful. I'm done with the eye look, so I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and I'll show you the completed look. And this is the completed look. I love the way the eyes look. It's stunning. This palette is definitely a necessity in your collection if you need a new neutral palette. Affordable, beautiful, blendable, all the things. Definitely recommend it.
I got some new products. So these are the Kylie, what are they called? Matte liquid eyeshadow. I have been dying to try these because I really do feel like in the summer, just a nice cream shadow is really pretty. So this is the color, what is the color? An Actual Mood. So I'm just gonna pop that, just kind of like this. And then I'm gonna get a kind of slightly fluffy but more flat brush. And we're just gonna kind of buff this out. They are such a nice formula, you guys. I was playing with them last night and I was actually so impressed. I don't actually like a lot of her products, I'm gonna be honest. I've tried quite a few and like I've never just been that excited about them, but these I think are definitely something that are worth getting. So I'm just gonna kind of buff that out. See how nicely it just buffs out? It's so pretty. They do dry down quite quick, so be fast. This is 2 steps ahead. It's like a slightly darker brown. So I'm just gonna pop that, and with the same brush, and this is the Morphe X Ariel, I'm just gonna kind of softly
deepen the lid so it looks a little bit more smoky. And these actually dry a little bit more cool toned on me than what they look like in the packaging. So just keep that in mind. I tend to pull gray anyway with a lot of products, which is why I usually go for warmer ones. But these ones look fairly warm and they actually go a little bit more gray toned on me, if you guys can tell. But see how pretty they just go into the skin. And then if you're like trying to do like more of a natural makeup look for the summertime, sometimes powders on the eyes can look a little bit more heavy. These are really nice because it looks very skin-like and like kind of has that, not sheen, but like a more of a natural skin-like look. So I feel like they're gonna be really, really pretty for summer. See how pretty those are, but see how cool tone they look on me? Okay, I'm gonna take a mix of the two with a slightly more dome-shaped brush. That was a lot. Hold on. We don't want that much. And I'm just gonna go underneath. And I'm gonna pull it up to create more of like a wing shaped. This is also really great if you find that powders irritate your eyes under the waterline because it's a cream, so nothing's flicking in to your eye. Okay, I got a new palette from Morphe. I'm gonna take this color here, which is Comet Gazer, and I'm just gonna pop that underneath the brow bone. That's got a little tiny bit of a sheen.
Hi you guys, today's tutorial is using the Kylie Cosmetics 24K Gold eyeshadow palette. I'm going to be sharing the shade names on the screen that I'm using, and I'm going to be showing you guys different products from this collection over the next, couple of TikToks, so just keep an eye out. But basically, I'm creating the prettiest eye look I've ever done. These shadows go on like butter and they blend seamlessly. It doesn't take much work at all, and I'm sure you guys can see that even in this little tutorial. But basically, I'm creating a green smoky eye, which is totally out of my comfort zone. But when I opened up this palette, I saw those shades, and I promised myself that I would do a look with both the hot pink and the green, and I would do them on TikTok. So here is the green look. We are creating a nice little smoky eye. It's going to be very glitz and glam. I'm using this dark brown shade to really smoke it out. And I use my Duo eyeshadow glue eyelash glue, not eyeshadow glue, just to create a nice little wing. That's my little makeup hack for the day. I've shared it probably 1,000 times, but I use that to create the wing, and it does a really good job. And then we just blend the green and the dark brown shades in. And we're going to use our finger to apply this green glitter because I always use my finger for glitters. It just applies better. And I love the pigment on this. I mean, I don't even feel like the camera picks up the amount of pigment that comes out in this, and I did not even have to pack the shadow on. Like, it was maybe 2 coats with my finger. But it just applied so seamlessly, and it looks so pretty. So don't be afraid of the brighter colors, of the crazier colors. Get out of your comfort zone today if you're gonna play with makeup, whether it just be for fun or if it's like therapeutic for you. Just make sure that you get out of your comfort zone and do something a little bit different. And now I'm smoking out the lower waterline with a light brown. And this is what it looks like with lashes, a full face of makeup, and the whole completed look. Let me know what you guys think of this look down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.
Start with a dark eyeshadow on the outer corner of your eye. If you have hooded eyes, make sure to do part of this with your eyes open so you're going high enough. Find the center of your eye and then go in with a light eyeshadow and do the same thing on the inner corner. Fill in the lighter shade and don't go past the center of your eye. Do the same thing on the outer corner and then buff out with a clean brush to remove any harsh lines. Finish the lower lash line. Now some shimmer for a little glam. Keep this in the center of your eye. Add a lighter shimmer on the inner corner to be a real diva. Tight line, mascara, and lashes. You can do this V-shaped technique with any color eyeshadow.
You can call me basic and boring all you want, but I absolutely love a neutral eyeshadow palette. This is a new classic matte palette from Kylie Cosmetics, and it honestly looks like a palette that I could use every single day. That's why I love these palettes so much. I wanted to try out the formula and create a look with you guys. I'm gonna start off with the shade in Natural, applying that all over my lid. Next, I'm gonna pick up the shade Nude, and I'm gonna apply this in my crease. These are really blending in really easily, and it looks super smooth on my eyelids as well. I kind of want to smoke out my lid, so I'm picking up the shade Cedar, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lids. There's honestly barely any fallout, which is perfect. Take the chocolate shade, and I'm going to apply this a little bit closer to my lash line. Also going to apply our first shade underneath my lash line. Applied some mascara, lashes. I'm going to go in with the shade Base. Apply it right in my inner corner, and that is the finished look. Honestly, I really like the palette. The formula is also really nice. For buttery, there's not a ton of fallout. I love it. What do you guys think?
Now, I'm not an eyeshadow girly, but this is iconic. I mean, this is an eyeshadow palette in the shape of a martini. I took it out of the box for you guys to see, but I love this. It has a mirror, and then you have all of the shades, and they're in the shape of olives. How cute! I have actually never tried Kylie's eyeshadow formula, so this is a first for me. I'm gonna go in with the shade Drunky Monkey on the crease. Already so pigmented. This is the perfect transition shade, and look at how seamlessly this blended out. I think I'm gonna go for more of like a pinky undertone, so I'm gonna go in with Can You Hold on the outer corner. This color is beautiful, and I love how it's buildable because I'm kind of going for like a very soft look. And just taking a little bit of the excess under the lash line. And then we're gonna take Card Jenner on the lid. Super pretty shade. Let's see, I just want a little shimmer. This look is so beautiful. I didn't use any eyeshadow primer. I just had a little bit of concealer on my lids, and I'm in love with this. The dynamic duo did it once again. I'm obsessed with this eye look. It is so beautiful. Let me know if you guys want me to try more shades. I'm definitely down to do that.
Hey guys, today we're gonna wear this Kylie Cosmetics I Want It All palette. This is from like maybe her 21st birthday, honestly. Here it is. We've got shadows and blush and highlighter, which I did wear these today as well. So here are some swatches from left to right. We have Midnight, New Year, New Me, Celebrate, The New Black, and Forever Young. They swatched really nicely. Here's before. I do have the NYX pigment primer on my lids already, and I'm using some Morphe X Jeffree eyeshadow brushes. Okay, first I took this JS8 into buttercream frosting and covered my whole lid up to the brow, and that's what that looked like. Okay, next I took this JS5 into 1942 and did a transition. Here's that. Okay, I took this JS9 into Party Time and deepened the crease in the outer corner. Here's what that looks like. Okay, and then I took this JS11 into Birthday Girl and did my lid. Here it is. And then I took a clean, fluffy crease brush and just blended it out. I like these shadows way more than I expected to. Okay, here's the finished look. Let me go find some natural lighting. Okay, here's some natural lighting. So here's the finished look. Like I said, this shadow performed way better than I expected it to. One, because it's really old. Two, I don't remember liking this formula this much, but holy smokes. Also, I hope you can hear me well enough because I lost my voice last night. But I have some flakes, but that's the mascara, so don't mind that. But yeah. I haven't tried Kylie's makeup in general, but specifically eyeshadow in a really long time now. So this is kind of making me wonder if I should. What do you think? What's your opinion? Alright, there's that, and I will see you tomorrow.